Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your planetary reading, because a lot of signs are going into your sign. So happy birthday to all of you. Still going to have your birthday in the last part of Aquarius, but it's been an interesting, your birthday season has been one of the most interesting birthday seasons for me personally, and I think generally for a long time. There's been a lot of stuff going on. You had Pluto going on originally into your sign pretty much on the first sort of day. It will be going back into Capricorn in November and then going back into Aquarius during that period there. And I'm going to be doing a sort of special reading on the solar flares that are coming through and just seeing how it affects your sort of Astroflower. You'll be able to see that on this channel here. How the elements are influencing you around you more than anything else. Yeah, so the other thing that's been going on as well has been Mercury, Mars and Venus in that order going into your sign from the 6th of February, the 13th of February and then the 16th of February when Venus goes in. So basically it's on the pretty much on the other side of the sun, these planets. Therefore, the messages that are coming to the Earth and then coming to you have got to go through the Sun. So the Sun has been very active since the 8th, the 7th, 8th basically of this month, and it hasn't stopped all the way through, and it's still keep going. You'll be able to see all of that activity and how it affects your aura and your chakras and stuff like that on Cymatic TV, our sister channel. But yeah, so I wanted to sort of see what those sort of messages are really more than anything else. I'm going to put down my tea, although it's lovely and warm. I'm going to put down my tea and yeah, we're going to be pulling for the relationship side. We're going to be pulling 3 cards, one for each planet. Yeah, no, 3 cards, 3 times 3. So 3 cards for each planet within your relationship side. And this is going to be according to your monthly reading. So you can see your monthly reading now here. Familiarise yourself with the cards. If you haven't seen your monthly reading, you will be able to find it on our channel. It'll be under Aquarius Monthly in a playlist, very quick to find. I'll try and put a link around so you'll be able to see it yourself. So we're going to try and sort of see what these messages are according to what's been going on your sign, because it's, if you look at it, first, Mercury going into your sign, that is the message. That's the communication through the sun, through the universe, through to you. Yeah, and then we get after that Mars. So then that brings in the passion of the message and how best to use your passion in life in order to get that message out there, or get that message to be manifested, but you know, not if that's what you're looking for. And then on Venus is about how does it affect you emotionally. That's what we're going to be doing there. So we're going to be pulling, as I say, a set of cards for each planet on your relationship side, but also on your financial side as well. So let's just get into that and see what's going on here. Okay, so here we have Mercury here. We're going to be reading this first. This is on your relationship side. If I remember rightly, the title of your monthly reading was there's a lot of sort of exciting passions and love and business and stuff like that, and getting passionate about life, getting really invigorated, getting ready to rock and roll, as it were. And on the on for Mercury on your relationship side, it's the discovery of the emotions that you're maybe not so quite aware of. I think the message here is giving you a sense, because after that you get the 9 of Wands and then the 6 of Pentacles. And I think there's a lot of confidence within you at the moment, Aquarius. And I think this is where you're putting yourself first. But at the same time, because of all this movement in the way of energies and so forth, it may have made you a little bit reticent about, you know, dipping your toe too much into the deep waters. And the message here is kind of saying, trust yourself. Yes, we constantly exploring new emotions in life, new relationships, be that family, friends, community, not just sort of one-to-one partnerships. But here I think is asking you, the message here is to start pushing those boundaries a little bit, but only pushing them when it's right for you more than anything else, and when you feel right. And it should be about, what can I learn from this, or what can I exchange in this, and what can I explore in this? What's the passions that's coming through for you on this here? Well, it's all about the wands. There's obviously all the passions there. Look at that. You get first of all, you get the Five of Wands, and then you get the Queen of Wands, and then you get the Two of Wands. I think out of this internal conflict, this internal questioning, I think, in a way, and it could well be sort of like, I'm not sure the passion that you should be argumentative about, you know, exploring those new found emotions, newfound sort of connections with other people that are around you. I don't think it's necessarily needing to fight. I think it's going to cause quite a lot of questions within you, and that's maybe that internal struggle. But the best thing about the Five of Wands is that the outcome is being the best example of oneself. And then you get the Queen of Wands here. So I think it's a case of dealing with every relationship on its own merit, as it were. And I wouldn't confuse, you know, mix your paintbrushes up, you know, so you can keep the colours pure and clear between when you're doing your painting here. And I think that's what the Queen of Wands is all about, and that's what's going to help you within your passions here to explore and sort of plan a connection with, not only with yourself but with the world around you, that allows you, I think, to almost travel more. I think there's more this sort of like going to, connecting to other people. Yeah, so that's what it seems to be like, and I think it's very internal. But you want to see what the emotional outcome is with Venus. Look at that. Look at that, that's absolutely brilliant. Get Knight of Cups. I think through this internal questioning, and if you are very passionate about the relationships and getting the best out of relationships as much as giving the best to a relationship, that's where you're going to get these offerings of love. And as I said, I don't necessarily think it's a one-to-one. It could well be. If that's what you're looking for, this is what it's about. You know, but you're going to own it because you've owned it within you. And when you do own it from within you, that's when you can manifest what you so desire. So I think it's a very beautiful outcome, and you will probably see it from about now, from about when you see this reading here, from about the 18th through to the 22nd, 23rd. I think that's where you're going to really start feeling it and start noticing it, and start noticing how you can manifest your future. And a beautiful future it is of that, by the looks of things, because you're going to really, own your future with it. Very, very powerful on your relationship side. On your financial side, the Two of Wands again. So you've had the Two of Wands on your relationship side, but so there's obviously planning. There's quite a lot of planning going on at the moment, and you get this Nine of Cups and the Justice card. I think it's because you've planned your future. If you've been looking for a job, if you've really got down and you've planned it rightly within yourself, and you know exactly where you're going, that's when you're going to get the offerings coming into you, and that's where it's going to be just according to what you've been putting out there. If you're looking for a job and you don't know what type of job, I would take that time then in order to really concentrate on that planning side and planning on what you want to live in life. So if I wanted a house with a swimming pool and an infinity swimming pool looking over, I don't know, Los Angeles or something like that, it probably cost me an absolute fortune. You know, have a massive house. I buy Frank Sinatra's house, why not? You know, it's probably going to cost me a fortune. So therefore, I've got to do a lot of, my planning has to be according to. But you've got to be realistic about it, I think. And realistic about what you want to engage yourself in and what you want to enjoy. That's when you're going to get the results, I think, more than anything else. And the passion you put into it, well, you get the High Priestess first off the roll. High Priestess, is the limits are boundless. There is no limits on the High Priestess, because she's using this the mechanics of the spirit inside. And I was talking to an Aquarian friend of mine the other day, Ganesh, and he was talking about reprogramming, you know, the finer details within the mind. So you can reprogram your thinking, so then you can come out with a different logic. You can come with a you know, you come to a situation in a completely different way and reprogram a lot of bad traits out of you and program in a lot of good traits in you. And this is what the High Priestess is all about. Everything is possible here, and using that intuition, that internal conversation, I think is really good, because after that you get the Three of Pentacles, and that's all about connecting with other people, passionately connecting with good quality work here. And I wouldn't accept second best, because you're not giving second best. If you're giving full on, then that's what you should be expecting back. And I think this is where it comes and plays into you. And then you get the Seven of Cups. Sorry about that. The Seven of Cups. You know, there's that one cup there that's giving you that beautiful, lovely heart. And this is what the realization or the revelation within the Seven of Cups is all about, because 7 is the revelation number. You're getting good quality work, the return of it, and you're recognizing what parts of the job you'd like to do, or what parts of the job you like doing and connecting with other people. Same thing for your business. What parts of the business you would like to push, what parts stimulate you more than anything else. And that's when that's playing to your strength. And then connecting with other people who also do good quality work can help you with the side that's a little bit more difficult for you. And before you know it, you'll get some very, very good results out of life. Look at that. Yeah, most definitely a lot of results. You know, you get this is with Venus, this is the overall outcome, the emotional overall outcome. You've got the Queen of Pentacles there, utter security, almost sort of knowing what's going to happen because of what you put into it. So if I'm baking a cake and I put chocolate in there and chocolate chips, and I use the chocolate cream, it's going to be chocolate. Do you know what I mean? It does what it says on the tin, and I think this is what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. Emotionally, it's providing you with a very stable position, and once you're in that stable position, what you can start doing there is condensing all of that, condensing that 9 of Cups, and with that sort of like intelligent way of realizing what is working for you with the 7 of Cups, this is when you condense it all down into that 1 cup, that Ace of Cups. And then you can start applying your passions here, and out with the old and in with the new. This is where life is going to really take off on another level. Not necessarily sort of completely changing jobs. I don't think that at all. I almost think that your career is going to take a leap forward, or your job or your business or your projects are going to take a leap forward. Once you take this into account and explore that with your monthly readings. Now, on your monthly readings, as I said, it's all very exciting, all very passionate, really, more than anything else. And on your relationship side here, it was about playing smart and telling your story and being in control of who you are and what you want, and that's what's going to bring you the success. And I think this little analysis that you will be doing over this next sort of like 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, with all these messages and information coming through in the planets, that's going to galvanize your success at the end, with the 6 of Wands and the Ace of Wands as well. And that plays beautifully into that whole manifestation thing, because you've also got the Magician on your financial side. And on your financial side, once you realize this and realize your heart's desire and start following into it, that's why I think this is all going to start going quickly. And it was a lot about sort of connecting with other people, where you had the 3 and 4 of Wands, and it ended up with the Queen of Cups and the Magician. And that's that whole experimentation, or exploring out with the old and in with the new, and this whole new thing that's coming into it. If you really want it to take off in a really good way, this is where I think you've got to realize that you've been planning it. And once you realize that, then you know what's going to be coming up, and that's what's going to give you the security and the definition of where you're going. There you go, Aquarius. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about our sister channel, Cymatic TV. The channel is all about energy. You can find that linked in the description below. There's also links to private readings with me and private healing session if you so desire. Loads of other stuff that you can get involved with the Astroflower, linked in the description below. In the meantime, I guess that's all left for me to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.